Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna go over kipping escapes from the bottom mount. We'll go over a few different hand variations for the frames and how you can transition into leg entanglements. So welcome to Jiu-Jitsu Flow. Let's get into it. So let's go facing this way. Two different grips that we're gonna focus on, okay? The first grip is having our hands on their hips. Okay, when we put our, sit up for me, just for the sake, yeah, perfect. So when we have our hands on the hips, we want to use the palm of our hands as the pressure points on their hips, and our fingers are outside, okay? We don't want to be this way. If our finger's on the inside and Malcolm puts his weight into me, I can wrist lock myself, okay? So we want to have our hands on the outside, and then ideally we have our elbows inside here, all right? This is grip number one. The second option is a 3-point frame. When we have a 3-point frame, there's 3 points of contact. So number one is our arm across our opponent's waist. So point number one is the hand on the hip. Point number two is the elbow on the other side hip. Point number three is connecting our hands, our bottom hand to our top hand, and then getting the elbow inside. Okay, this creates the 3-point frame. There's the bottom elbow inside the knee, there's the hand-to-hand connection on one hip, and there's the elbow on the other hip, okay? The point of these frames, the elbow prevents Malcolm from being able to take my back, okay? If it's on the outside, it makes it very hard for him to get to the back. However, if my elbow crosses into the center line, it makes it very easy for him to slide his knee to my shoulder and then start taking my back. Okay? This elbow prevents back exposure. This grip here, the hand over hand, this is creating the bar that prevents him from being able to come any closer to me, right? Ideally, he wants to get his knees into my armpits, scooting up so that my elbows are above my shoulders. At this point, I'm very vulnerable, okay? We want to prevent this. So this frame here prevents him from being able to come any higher up my body. The third frame is my elbow on this side. So if we turn this a little bit, this elbow needs to be inside their knee. If it's on the outside and he starts to scoot up, gets his knee to my armpit, I'm in trouble, okay? So this elbow has to be here on the inside, all right? And this is a 3-point frame, the second option. As far as the movements that we do, whether you have the 3-point frame or the hands on the hips, we're looking to do a kipping escape. To get to the kipping escape, we have to do an asymmetrical bridge first, okay? Come back this way because I'm gonna have to go this way. So their weight is over our center line, right? When they have heavy hips, their feet are crossed underneath my butt and they have head control here. Their weight is over our center line. We need to figure out a way to shift side in order for us to be able to bring any legs inside. So whether we'll start with the hands on the hips, option number one. What we're gonna do is an asymmetrical bridge. So he's forcing me looking to the right, so that means I'm gonna bridge to my right. If I bridge to my left, with the head control he has, I'm bridging right into the pressure. It's not a good idea. So the way that we bridge is kind of dictated based on his control. So he has right arm control, has me facing this way, so I'm gonna bridge this way. Hands on the hip, number one. I'm gonna turn my right knee out and I'm gonna bridge off my left foot. When I bridge, I'm here. I'm getting his weight off my center line. Now, once his weight's off, I keep my frames, I bring my knees to my butt, and this is where the kipping action comes. I start scooting my butt until I get the knee, my bottom knee inside. From here, I can now transition to the rib cage, create separation, and I can go right into a single leg X. From here, a really nice option, create heel exposure. Once I start going here, most likely he's gonna roll. As we roll, I come out and I transition on this side now to an outside ashi for the finish, okay? One more time. With the hands on waist. Here's good pressure this way. We get our hands inside. Here, okay? I'm doing an asymmetrical bridge to get him offline. Bump. Knees in, start shaking, get my bottom knee inside, frame on the rib cage, single leg X, create heel exposure. He's gonna roll, transition to outside ashi for the finish. Come over on this side to see the hill. As we transition, we fell into an outside ashi, triangling our legs, using this heel pressure to bite, the hand grips to finish the ankle. We have hand to hand, which is it's good, but it's the weakest. Then we have wrist to wrist, which gets tighter, elbow to elbow, which gets even tighter, figure 4 as well. I like to finish elbow to elbow. When we finish, we want to have our hips going into him, our weight is on him, our knees are going one way, the heel is going the opposite direction. That's what's gonna cause maximum break here, okay? Now, let's do the bridge from the 3-point frame. Same mechanics, but different hand grips, okay? So now, for whatever reason, we can't get our hips or our hands here is just too strong. So now we're gonna transition to the frame. As we do that, okay, first thing we bring our hand across, create the bar. Now we bring our second hands on top here, connect the hands, and our elbow has to get inside here. From there, now we have the 3-point frame. We're doing the exact same thing. I'm gonna do an asymmetrical bridge. I open up one side, bridge here, bring my knee to his butt, kip, 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 bottom knees inside, push away, single leg X. I go for the heel, he rolls, and I land an outside ashi for the finish. There are 2 ways, 2 hand grips to work on the kipping escape. Again, remember, you want to get your opponent off your center line. That lessens their weight. You want to bring the bottom knee inside, and then you can go into single leg X. Just to practice the kipping, it's kind of an interesting movement. You can do this on your own, but what you want to do, number 1, you can't be flat on your back, okay? Here is not going to do anything. You also don't want to be lifting your hips up. It's not a bridge, okay? We're not here. That's not going to do anything. We want to have a concave back, so like a hollow body. If we're going to do it realistically, we're probably going to be on our side here, because again, we do the asymmetrical bridge, which is here, okay? Once we're in this position, we bring our knees to our chest, okay? From here now, to create the kipping movement, it's really in the heels. So we have our frame, and it's the heels that start shaking, right, to our butt. And you'll see that your legs, your hips start to go back. This is what gives you the ability to bring the inside knee in, okay? So the full movement as a solo drill, right? If we're doing hands on hips, we open up the knee, we bridge, bring the knee to their butt, and we're kicking until we get the bottom knee inside. From here, then we can go into single leg X. 3-point frame, same thing. Bridge, kick, 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 kick. Hollow body roll, trying to get the knees to the chest, get the knee inside. We frame, single leg X. So if you like this video, check out the link above. I do a ton of solo movements based on jiu-jitsu techniques. You can do them at home, no partner or anything needed. It's really great if you're not able to train due to injuries, travel, just life in general. So hope you guys enjoy. See you next time.